Well, it was always there, and since Ringo Starr, it sort of disappeared. But it always, was there on a sort of elite scene of drummers. I also always and mainly play traditional grip. Right? That's the way I learned, and that's the way I still play today. The only thing I did in my last DVD was also play match grip. And I mean, the reason for that was because most drummers play match grip, and I wanted to show that it's really irrelevant how you hold the stick. What matters is the music that comes out of the instrument after you hit it. It doesn't matter how you hit it, as long as you hit it with sort of a concept and a creative concept and the emotion, etc. in mind. It doesn't matter how you hold the stick. What matters is how the drum sounds when you hit it. And I wanted to show that it's not important. Technique is a tool. Whatever technique you use to play is good. There is no better or worse. There is definitely easier and harder, in regard to the grip. Traditional grip is a lot harder to play, but there are only musical choices, no technical choices, I think, and those are the important ones, the musical choices. And I think there is a certain, renaissance of traditional grip simply because, and I agree, and I think that, in my opinion, according to my taste, that's not everybody else's taste, but I think that the most intriguing and interesting drummers for me all play traditional grip. I mean, I like, Vinny, for example, or Buddy Rich, or, Virgil, or, there's Joe Jamea, etc. I mean, all these people, Gad and so on, play Weckl, you name it. The most interesting and the most innovative and most impactful drummers of the recent 20, 30, 40, you name it, all play traditional grip. And, or most of them that I like. I'm not saying that Terry Bozzio isn't amazing because he plays Nash or anything like that, but the sound, the fact that it's an asymmetrical grip, the aesthetic value of the motion and the mechanics of playing, the historical reference because of where it comes from, and the technique and the amount of time and labor and love and passion you have to invest into this grip is something that appeals to me personally because I've been through the same thing. I can totally identify, and I just love seeing somebody play traditional grip really well. I think it looks a lot more, appealing and aesthetic and sexy and funky at the same time than match grip, and I think people realize today, through all the drum magazines and all the talk about technique and everything, that there's something very specific about traditional grip, something very unique and something very personal. If you play match grip, pretty much everybody plays match grip the same way. I mean, there's slight changes in angle or hand position, whatever, but traditional grip is something that every drummer has to develop according to their own individual physique and anatomy. Every hand is different, and everybody plays the grip slightly differently, and obviously the sound that comes out is also something very individual and unique and personal. And I like that, and I think a lot of people, notice that also, and they hear it. They hear it on recordings, and it looks cool. I think, so.
I agree. I agree with you. It's really more elegant.
Yes, it is. And for me, for example, with Gianna, I play only match grip. Yeah. Often, I change back and forth for certain styles of music. I use a different technique. My preferred technique is always traditional grip. And when I play anything that is more sort of drumming based, I will always choose traditional grip. And also for certain styles of music, I will always choose traditional grip, like of course for jazz or fusion, and even for some heavy styles. But in this instance, with Gianna on this tour, I've been playing a lot left-handed stuff, left hand on the hi-hat. And also I find that the music lends itself, I don't know for what reason, it's something emotional for me, more to matched grip, and so I started rehearsals playing match grip, and I still am on the tour. You know, I don't know why. I was lazy one day and I started playing, you know, matched, and the drums were set up a certain way and it felt good. That was it. So for me, like I said, it doesn't really matter much how I hold the stick. It's what comes out of the drum when I hit it, you know.
Okay.
I think it's good because these are the true words that come out of my mouth. So I think it's great. Great. There is no misunderstandings. You know, if you hear the word from the horse's mouth, you know, directly, it's always a little more true, I think, than if you read somebody's interpretation of somebody else's opinion. So I would like to say to the viewers of Planet Drum, enjoy, have a good time always, go practice, go play, have a good time, and go to the beach every once in a while too, and eat good food. Red wine is also very nice, especially in Italy. Don't eat too much pizza, it's bad for you. What else? Mow your lawn regularly. And an apple a day keeps the doctor away.